Vienna is no longer the Vienna we used to know. Vienna has changed. In this video, let me tell you how Vienna has changed. When we came here in the early 90s, 85% of Viennese, that is people living in Vienna, were Europeans, mainly Austrian people. 85% of the people living in Vienna were mainly Austrian people. And Vienna had typical European setting with European culture and tradition. When you come to Vienna or Austria in the early 90s, you will know that you came to Europe. Now, fast forward today that I'm making this video. Vienna does not look like an European city anymore. Vienna looks like a city in an Arab country or in one Middle East country. Vienna has lost its European setting. Now let me tell you how life was in the 90s. In the 90s, many black people came here, but we couldn't make babies because of the laws then. They made life difficult for us when we came here. Nobody gave us documents. Nobody gave us work permits. Yes, we fought hard to get work permits. We fought hard to get visa or residence permit in the 90s. When I got married, it took almost 5 to 6 years before I got visa. Yes, they made life difficult for black people here and many other, yes, black people especially. As a woman, if you make a baby, no government financial support for you. Yes, because before you get any carence guide, that is government support, you must go to work. And who would give you then work permits? So because many African women couldn't finance their children, they did not get pregnant. Because if you have a child without having work permits, without having any financial support from the government, you cannot raise your child. That was how difficult they made life for us back in the 90s. That was why many African women couldn't make babies. And many of them today have no children. They are in their 60s now, in their 50s. They cannot make babies. Many men self have no children abroad because of the laws we met here, the laws they made against the black race back then. Now, fast forward today, the Arabs came. People from the Middle East came. Europeans opened their borders for Arabs and people from the Middle East. They were given accommodation. They were given work permits. They did not lack anything. They made them feel at home. In this building where I am living, one man from Syria lived here for 5 years, and the government paid the rent, electricity bill, everything for this man. The man told me, and the wife was even wearing designers' clothes. They were enjoying as if they are citizens of this country before they packed out. The man even had car, the wife had car when they were living here, and government paid everything for them. We that came here 30-something years ago, nobody pays anything for us. When we came here, nobody, they were even chasing us like rabbits to move away from the country. Now, most times I don't like going outside. You know why? Because of fear. The last time I went outside, one Arab boy was playing loud Arab music. I begged the boy to lower the volume of the music. The guy refused. The boy refused and asked me who I am to tell him, to order him to reduce the volume of his music. He said he even increased the volume. As we started exchanging words, I told him, you can't just be playing music so loud and be disturbing the peace of the public. This guy now called his sister to get him a knife to attack me. So that was when I switched on my camera and I started videoing him. That was what stopped him before the police came. That is, every small misunderstanding you have with these people, they carry knife. They take knife to stab you. Vienna is no longer safe. See, many children cannot go outside at night anymore because they don't feel safe. Yes, many European women cannot go outside anymore because they don't feel safe. They feel they might be raped or attacked. This is the truth. When I was driving taxi, I drove taxi mainly at night. Back then, Vienna was safe. And now, today, if you go outside, you don't get passengers. You don't get typical European women. You don't see typical European women outside. You don't see young girls outside because they are afraid of being raped or attacked or abused in a way they don't like. Now, that one apart from this threat. Now, if you go outside, man, what you will see is Arab women and babies. All of them pregnant, all of them carrying babies. Some, you see them carrying 5 children. And these children they are carrying, none is older than a year from the other. They don't give gap. Some will be carrying 6 months old baby and they will be pregnant. You see some they are carrying, that is, if you check the gap between the children, you'll be screaming. How are they managing it? Men, if you board the train or the tram, tram is the street train, the autobus, men, what you see is Arab women, babies, pregnant, and the rest. In fact, the rate they are going in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm not talking about Austria alone, the whole Europe will turn to Arab nation, Arab continent. The rate they are going, this is not, say somebody came here to born 1, 2, 3 children. The rate is like they spoke to themselves. The rate they are going, in the next 5 years, the whole European continent will turn to Arabian continent. It's no joke. This is an agenda to take over Europe. This is a pure agenda because since I've been living in Europe, I have never seen something like this before. Since I've been living in this Europe, I have never seen something like this before. This is an agenda to take over Europe. You cannot tell me otherwise. Because even Europeans, even other immigrants, before these Arabs and people from Middle East came, immigrants have been living in Europe and I've never seen such thing before. The way the rates they are making babies now, you will know that this is an agenda. Pure agenda to take over Europe. Now, somebody told me, he said, one Arab man told him that they pay them 5,000, 6,000 a month. That is financial support from the government. And these women are not working. They just sit at home and they are making babies, collecting money from the government. Now let me open your eyes. These European women and men that are working, paying the tax they are giving to these Arab women and these people from the Middle East, they are not making babies like this. These women that are working day and night, these European women, these Austrian women, German women, Italian women that are going to work and they are going to work and paying tax. They are not making babies like this. They make one or two babies. Some don't make any at all. But these immigrants, they come here, they make like 5 children, 7 children, and the women don't work. And you tell me that this is not an agenda. They did not come to help build the country. They came to finish the economy of the country. Now let me tell you what you may not know. If Europe, if it continues like this, in some years, the quality of life in Europe will decrease. Yes, if it continues like this, the quality of life in Europe will decrease. Europe will turn, not may, it will turn to third world country. It has already turned, it is getting to that stage. Europe will turn to a third world country. You cannot access the good medical care we are having. The quality of life we are enjoying here, it will come to an end. Well, I want to end this video here. This is not against any race or any tribe, but I am speaking the bitter truth. Even each time I go outside now, man, each time I go outside now, it does not seem as if we are living in Europe anymore. My name is Rodi. I like keeping it real. This video is not against any race. I just spoke my mind. I know if it were black women that are making babies like this, Europeans would kick against it. I know what we suffered. How come they allowed these people, opened their borders for them? During our days, they made life hell on earth for us. Even as I'm making this video, I cannot go outside anymore. Let me tell you before I end this video, many Austrians and Europeans living in Vienna have relocated to the villages. They are no longer living in Vienna. They have relocated to the villages. Many are living in Pokasdorf, all these villages, Gensansdorf, all these villages around Vienna. Because even you, if you come to Vienna today, any district you go to, you cannot believe that this is European city. You would think you are somewhere in an Arab country. Let me end this video here. My name is Rodi.